everybody had a great, just like the LFA. Then everybody be working, like in the LFA.
Hello. Hello. So thank you guys. Progress. So take some paper and go for that. You have 10 minutes.
Alright. Okay, so the notion I'll introduce in the 5 next minutes is the notion of progress. First of all, I'm going to try to give a definition of that word. For most people, progress is always a synonym of improvement, of getting better. It is most of the time a positive thing, and it's often put in opposition to regression. I'll try in the next 5 minutes to talk about the fact that progress is not always a positive thing. So is progress always positive? Is progress always progress? And is it a one-sided road? First of all, I am going to talk about the positive science progress, the new advances that are usually linked to technological progress, and then I'll try to talk about the problems that we find in science and in the new the new advances that we've done in the last century. So first of all, I guess most people, when they think about scientific progress, they think it's an amazing thing, and honestly, it is. We can now cure most of the diseases we have. We master a lot of knowledge that we didn't have a couple of years ago. The cure of most diseases is with a very high efficiency rate. Also, the comfort has reached the quality that we had never had before. Like deaf people can actually recover their hearing. Even some diseases that we thought were absolute fatal things actually we can totally live with them and have a correct life. Like for example, AIDS with the HIV. We can also make hearts beat back even when we think they have stopped, which was a thing that was before linked to death and was yeah. Also, we can open brains with biopsies. We can fix cancers. We can pretty much do everything like if we were objects that we could fix or not. We're also able to live longer. Some people can easily reach 100 years, and we can basically diseases are now seen as obstacles that most of the time we can avoid. It's like we're gods basically. Now, being gods presents the problem of usually ethical questions. Who can have actually access to all the science, and healthcare. We have to know that although it is amazing that we can now cure most things, it still has a cost. We still need money to be able to have them. Also, science is a very powerful mean, and we don't always know how to use it. For example, living longer, does it really mean that we can live better? We can talk now about the question that is pretty recurrent, that has been pretty recurrent lately, that is the question of euthanasia. Can we kill people even when they really don't want to live anymore? Is it called murder, or are we actually saving them? Someone who has Alzheimer and can live until 80 years old, is he really living the life he wants? He doesn't remember anything. Or some comatose people that can't do anything anymore by themselves. They are dependent of other people, and it is most of the time a burden, although we don't actually want to admit it. We can also talk about how we play gods when we talk about the PIG, which is the pre-implanted diagnosis, I think. And it is the fact that we can choose our future baby's face, the eye color, the hair color. Until what point can we really do that? We can also talk about the plastic surgery, people that can plate change their nose time and time and time again. To what extent can we use science as an excessive, to what extent can we use science and for what exactly?
So to conclude, I could say that progress is usually good. Science has made our lives really comfortable, and it has improved a lot. But it is not always good. It is a really complex thing. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thanks. So you talked about physical appearance and plastic surgery. I would like to know what you think about that. Are you for plastic surgery or against?
Well, I can't have a very blunt opinion about it because plastic surgery has made gorgeous results on many people that, for example, had accidents. They had their faces burnt and they recovered thanks to plastic surgery. A very beautiful face. Also, for some people that have very low self-esteem or really don't feel comfortable with their bodies, it is very good to know that they have the possibility to change the part that they feel most secure about of their body, and yeah, their life definitely improves with that. Now, I'm not that positive about the fact that we can use plastic surgery to to fix anything that we don't like about us, because at the end of the day, those particularities are what make us ourselves. So
Yeah. In what extent does progress affects our life? Because you said that progress every day. So in what extent does it affect our lives? And which are the limits? Its limits.
well, progress is indeed everywhere in our daily lives. Um, Now, it is true that I think the human being have gotten to a point where we know a lot of things about a lot of stuff, and it seems like we always want more. We want to try more. We want to improve more. We always want to make life even better every time. And as long as we have money, it's good. But it's like people are somehow forgetting about the consequences it can have on the world, on the planet, etc. We can see, for example, um, I don't know. Honestly, I have no examples right now. But with the global warming, for example, which is the first example that came to my mind, we can see that people they don't really care. They didn't think in the first place about how it would affect the planet and the earth, the trees, and everything else. We're thinking about getting faster to the other side of the world, so we're making more planes, more trains, more roads, more cars, without really thinking about what could happen to the earth with the human changing it to that point.
Then does that mean that we should go back to the time where we could not even think about knowing what happened in the country nearby?
Honestly, I wouldn't say that because I have to admit that I love the comfort we have now, and honestly, I don't. Maybe I would think differently if I was born 500 years ago. But right now, I can't possibly imagine a life where I have no internet, no connection, no Skype, no smartphone, and although some aspects of it are really bad for the planet and for our daily lives, I wouldn't like to lose it. So
You talked about euthanasia, right?
yes.
You do know that in Morocco it is forbidden, and it is forbidden in a lot of countries
Yes,
in Europe. What do you think about it? Are you for? Are you against?
Well, I think it is a very difficult question to answer because whose opinion are we going to take? For example, if we have a comatose guy that has been in the coma for more than 10 years, are we going to take? We can't know if he actually would like to die or not. It is too late to ask him. So, if it is to the family to take that decision, how are they going to face it? They are basically killing, or that's what they might think, that they are basically killing their dad, their friend, their brother, and so yeah, I don't know. I think it should be possible because it would help a lot of people.
Thank you. You can go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If everybody had a great
working there.